much fun. So look at me. I was at market with Accuquilt, and look what I got. Full of my favorite things. Chocolate, coffee, and some good stuff like nuts and cookies and stuff. But anyhow, what I have in here is some of the new catalogs from Accuquilt. It was very, very exciting. Ooh. And I did ask them to mail me a whole bunch of them so each of you could have one. You like that idea? Yes. Cool. Let's see. So if I open it up, wrong side. The thing with too many pockets and too many zippers is you always open the wrong zipper into the wrong pocket at the wrong time. But anyhow, look at this. Isn't this cute? This is really cute. Oh, and I lost one of my pens and my book. And there's a new thing. It's all companion notions, companion dies. Now there's not 72 blocks you can make. There's 144 blocks you can make. Is that cool? I have a plan for next year. Yeah, we're going to do all 144. We're going to do about 24 a month. Can you keep up? No, that might be a little bit more. That would be too much. But anyhow, it was really fun to see all the new products. And look at all the new dies and all the new blocks, and we thought it would be great. But anyhow, we have another plan today. Are you ready for it? I better zipper me up. Zipper me up. Okay, I got some of it done. I'm doing good. So I think I'm pretty classy, don't you? Okay, you want to see the project today? And did you have the pattern? Oh, cool. I hope so. And this is really cool. You don't have to pay for the pattern today. Yay! I whispered. Okay, you going to help me, Teresa? This is Teresa's design. And we decided that we had far too many scraps. And so we created a project just for you that you can cut up all your scraps. Or you can buy new if you want to. Why not? Just get another box and mark it. Anyhow, it is called a table scrap runner. Ooh, how pretty. Teresa is the pro at making these. Table scrap runner. So this is all 2.5-inch squares. All 2.5-inch squares here. And there's just a little rectangle and a square and a stem for the leaf. Ah. And so how long is your table? My table will fit 20 people. I feel like a kid. How big is yours? Mine will fit 20 people. But anyhow, that's not big enough? You have a big enough table? This is not big enough. I would have to make about 3 of these and sew them all together. Okay, this is one, and you want to put it on the design? Well, that would be very, very pretty. Okay, so Teresa had such a good time. She let me bring at least 3, but there's probably 3 more back in the studio. Is that pretty? Ah! Party color. These are good colors, huh? So it's really, oh, she did something different in this one. No leaf. No stem. No stem. Definitely, Claire. No stem. And I like the block. It's kind of just like, woo, it looks like a crystal ball that would hang up over the dance floor, doesn't it? You got to use your imagination. You didn't get it, Alan, did you? You just couldn't see it. Okay, squint at the next one. Okay, so a third one, this time with the stem and leaves again. Ah, 2 of the piece and then the center. And so this part is great. If you put it on your table, you can put a centerpiece, a bowl, You can do a flower pot, whatever you want. That's what's really cool, because if you work really hard on this and then you set on something on top, who sees it? Nobody sees it. Hello back there, you made it. Okay, so it was really fun to do the table runners, but this one is really fun. Are you ready? Yes, you're ready. I love it. You're ready. Ta-da! Ooh, we're opening it. We're opening it. Is that pretty? Isn't that cool? That's cool. Just simple. It's basically the same concept, just with 4 of the star blocks, 1 center piece, and then side triangles around the outside edge. It really looks fun. And you know what, Eric? I'm going to put it right down here so you can do some close-ups on the quilting, because it's very, very fun to see. Look at the very center. And just have start in the center, and you could just use, you don't have to do free motion. Just make squares around it, triangles, do, 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 do. Just like that. You have to make that noise when you do it, do, 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 and get it together. And then simple with the little borders, only 4 little strips on the side triangles, and they go right on the side triangles in the beginning. It kind of looks like, I don't know, like in the 50s and the 60s. Do you remember those card tables for people that they actually had for bridge? Yeah. And they had like little elastics that you kind of wrapped around the corners. It just reminds me of that. Do people do that still? Do you sit and play cards around a card table?
I just cleaned her garage and found one.
Okay, well, Teresa did all of those samples, and she's going to put those up for you. Well, the fun thing is that it's all written for the 8-inch cube, okay? So turn over in the back side, and you'll see the 8-inch cube. So this is a good question. How many of you have the 8-inch cube? Let me see. I'm just curious. Let me see. 2, 3. Look, this whole group over here. No 8-inch cube.
9-inch.
You have 9-inch? Okay. All right. No problem. So what if you have the 6-inch cube? You use the same number of shapes, and this is the size that you get when you use a 6-inch cube. Doesn't mean it's 6 inches, but it was all of the dies and all the same shapes. Is that cute? Yes. Very cute. Okay, you get to hang that one up. Okay, and then you have, this is the 8-inch cube, and it's a little off center, but there's a reason for it. It's a placemat. Isn't that cute? So you just make the block. This is the very size that the pattern is written for, 8-inch cube, and then just put a border a little wider on the one side, on the left side, for your fork and napkin. Is it cute? Yeah. Very, very cute. Okay, that one. All right, 8-inch. This is using the 9-inch cube, the same shapes. Do you like this one? Yes. You're dressed like that, Penny. No wonder you like it. This is always true. People that like something, they're wearing the same colors. Okay, that's getting bigger, huh? The 9-inch cube. And now, this is the size that you get when you use the 12-inch cube. That's getting big, huh? You can make a king-size quilt really fast with this one. And it is all scraps. How many of you have scraps? Let me see. Scraps! How many of you want to clean your garage? Isn't this cute? I love all the pretty soft pastel colors in this one. I think it's very, very pretty. This one is also the 12-inch cube. So you see it keeps on. And it's like, I think I measured it was about 15 inches. Teresa, do you remember? 18? It's a big block. It's a nice big block. Okay, So you can put that on. Wow, look at the design wall. That's cool. Lots of stuff. So what we are showing today is, so cool, none of you ladies have it, Accuquilt's idea of a Christmas present for the men to buy for their favorite lady. That be you. So it's in a big box. They're all talking about it over in the store. It's in a big box, and this is what is in the big box. Whoops. First, the 8-inch cube. Okay? And then comes the Accuquilt cutter. Ah, she's liking this. It's not a go big. This is just the hand one. You develop some muscle, that one. And then it has the 2.5-inch strip die, the 2.5-inch for borders. Is this sounding good? And this is, let's show you the 2.5-inch strip die. And the last thing is my book.
We don't own one.
We don't own one. Yes, we do, Teresa. We have lots of them. They kept on raving. I got really embarrassed when I was at market because they were all embarrassing me, telling me how much they loved it. And the last thing in the box is my book, and it's called Ready, Set, Go. So you tell the man of your life they can get it right here at Quilt in a Day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready, Set, Go, and you can make 72 quilts. All you need is time. All you need is time. And so it's just really, really fun. So anyhow, we're going to really focus. I'm really surprised that they all sat over in that half of the room that didn't have the 8-inch cube. They're newbies. How many of you? Not that many are new.
9-inch.
They have 9-inch. But you can still do this with the 9-inch, remember? Right? 9-inch. Okay. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Teresa's going to cut, and I'm going to sew. You ready? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so now bring everything over here. We need everything over here. And I'm ready. So what we're using is we're using Sweet Prairie, but you can use your 5-inch charm squares. Do you have 5-inch charm squares? Or you could do scraps. You could do scraps, okay? Okay, so open your pattern. Ta-da! And look at this. Fabric selection. It just says, get all the crumbs from your table. And you can select your fabric. That was just trying to be cute. It's just really crumbs of fabric that you need. They're all 2.5-inch squares. But we're going to make some geese with our Accuquilt. Okay, so it's rotary cutting on the left, but we want to look at the Accuquilt cutting for the runner on page 3. Okay? Okay, so Teresa, first we need to have, okay, if you look down along there, look across the top. There are 5 dies from the 8-inch cube. Isn't that amazing? 5 dies from the 8-inch cube. And I think that I put these in wrong, and now I can't get them out. That's a problem. Let me see. I think I did it wrong, and they're stuck forever. Turn it upside down and shake it. Whoop, well, that came off. That doesn't work, but I'll use this for a moment to tell you. Okay, so if you look on the outside of the box, it tells you what the eight dies are in here and all the different sizes that they make. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and take the one that says, I put everything in order. These are the cubes that are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you're going to come, Teresa, and you're going to cut, okay? We didn't rehearse this.
No. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. First of all, when you look at your list, we have shape number 1, and then it's shape 2, 4, 5, and 8. That's pretty amazing, huh? And then the last one is the 2.5-inch strip cutter. Okay? So I'm going to go down through the list. So the very first thing it says on your yardage chart is to take a background piece that's 1.5 inches, and you can take a 1 10-inch strip, and you can cut 2 10-inch squares. Okay, that was easy.
I'm going to come back here and cut it right here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that is going to be our side triangles. Okay, 2 10-inch squares. And what I wrote on here is if it doesn't have a die number with it, then you have to just rotary cut it. Okay, so from a 10-inch square, first you need to cut 2 10-inch squares and cut them. Well, that was fast, on one diagonal. And then I need a center square, and the size of the center square is 8.5. Ta-da! She did it already. Okay, so that's good. And now we need to have the stem is from shape 1. And we cut a 5-inch strip. Okay. And then this is all background, and you need to take 5 by 10. Okay. We're going to pull out shape 1. This is the size of the background for the stem. And you're going to take it and fold it in half. Oh, she cut it. Did you cut everything?
No, only that. Sorry.
A miracle! She cut it. She said, unfortunately, I already cut it. Okay, so it says right there that if you take a 5 by 10, you can fold it in half and cut 2 4.5-inch squares. Okay? That's what you want. And actually, you can use a charm pack and cut these all very carefully. Okay, that's shape number 1. All right, and now we need to have shape number 2. Did you cut that one?
No.
Okay, so shape number 2. And shape number 2 is squares. Shape number 2 is squares. If you take 1 5 by 10, fold it in half, and you can place it right on here. It's pretty tight. If you want it to be wider, you can cut it at 5.5 by 11. But it does fit. You put your cover on. That's good. Shape 2, cut it. All right. Are we doing good? Okay, now I'm opening up the next box. And we need shape number 8. And what size is that? Shape number 8, it is for rectangles. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, you can do a 5 by 11, or you can make it 5.5. You can make it wider if you want to, but you can fold it very tight. And she's folding it right side up. And these are going to make rectangles that we need. Oh, we did all of them. 1, 2, 3.
No,
oh, and we need shape number 4. I'm going to get ready. Okay, so she's making all 2.5-inch squares, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all 2.5-inch squares. And now we're going to take shape number 4, which is geese. Have you ever done the geese? Okay. That's the geese, and if you just cut pieces that are 6 inches square, you can cut the geese. And I don't think I've ever shown you how to do geese, right? I did not show you how to do geese. I think you'll love it. Wow, you did good.
Okay.
That was fast. So we did a lot of dies, right?
You need
Isn't it amazing? Okay, so now we're going to keep on going down through the list. And now we need to do, I'm going to do, if we follow it, I'm going to do the stem.
You want me to cut a stem?
Can I cut it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be my guest.
Okay, so let me move this over. And we have to put all the dies back. But it says a stem. And it says to take your 45. You know how to cut a stem? A bias stem? Okay, so I took this right from my layer cake. I'm going to put 45 on the left edge. Cut. Make a strip. There's my bias. I can turn this around. And how wide is the bias strip? 1 1/4? 1 1/4 bias?
1 1/4 by 7.
Whoa, look at that. 1 1/4. So you just line up 1 1/4. 1 1/4. Okay, I got stems. Good? All right, how we doing? Keep on going. And now we need to have medium and dark scrappy. We have to cut a whole bunch of them. We have to cut 9 and 5 1/2 by 11, or you can do 5 by 10 if you're tight. Right?
What shape? What?
Shape number 2.
So I'll give you the background.
Shape 2. Shape 2. Woo, look at these. Aren't they pretty? They're all 2 1/2 inch squares. Okay, here is shape 2 back. I'm going to set that aside. And I want to look, we have to do half square triangles for 16 geese. And it's shape number 5. So remember, even if you have a 9-inch cube, you can just use these same shapes and cut them. Okay. And I don't think we brought shape number 5.
You didn't have it in there?
No.
Okay.
Wonder where it is. Oh, no.
We'll get it.
Okay, so you're doing me a whole bunch of 2 1/2 inch squares?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start sewing. Let's just start sewing. Okay, so all we have left is to cut our half square triangles for our geese. We need to have 3 by 7. And she's cutting 2 1/2 inch squares.
Okay. I'll be
Okay,
there. I'll be
press. Okay, so see how you can actually get it with a charm square.
there. That layer, yeah.
Yeah, and all you have is left is the little trimmings on the edge.
Okay. I'll get it.
Okay, you with me? Was that too crazy? No? I just followed right down the line, right? Okay, so I did good. Okay, so now all I'm going to do now is turn the page, and there are a series of units that we need to make, and then the corners, there's 4 in the corners, there's 4 geese, and then there's 1 center square right in the middle. How's that? So go right to page 4, and we're going to make a little 4 patch. It looks like this. This is the 4 patch. That's easy. And just lay out 4 different colors. This is what's really fun because it's scrappy and you don't have to worry about making sure that you use different colors and such. Okay, did you found it? So look at this. This is the one patch that I don't like, this pink, because it's too soft. It's really soft. I think you should just take this one and get rid of it. That would be good, huh? Actually, let's put a yellow right in there. There, how's that? Is that good? So it's really fun and fast and easy whenever you do a layer cake because you can cut all of these pieces. Okay, so you have the geese going. Okay, so let me just let me just show this, the 4 patch. I guess, Teresa, put my sew straight on, and it's going to really help me. I have my 4 patches for the center. I'm just going to flip them right sides together, use my stiletto, and fly right down along there. Okay, 1, and then 2. And it's easy because I'm just going to cut my threads, but you would assembly line sew 1 for every center of every block. Cut it and raise the foot and get rid of the little jumper scrap. I can put it back in there, but you don't really need it for this part. Okay, let's get going. Open this up. Ta-da!
You have your 1 whole plate in it too.
Oh, I have my single whole plate. Okay, when you flip that together, this is the good old thing. You push the top seam up and the underneath seam down, right? Get it all locked. You guys want to have them all locked in place. Oh my gosh. We have been doing so many things with 2.5-inch squares. Okay, and the reason I push the top seam up is because it just ends up pushing the 1 seam down underneath. Okay, cut it. All right. Now, do you want to know why I gave it to you, the pattern, for free? Because there's a wrong drawing in the book. But you'll know it, okay? Okay, yep. Did you see that? Aren't you glad I confessed? So Eric has to figure out if he's going to take it out or not, because only your patterns are going to be like this. Aren't you special? Okay, so it's on page 4, step number 6. It says, from wrong side, swirl seams clockwise. Look at your picture. Is that right? Does your picture say swirl? It's counterclockwise. It just saved you $6. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this piece and I'm going to open that little center right there. And whenever you swirl clockwise. Okay? How many of you are new? Anybody's new? You 2 ladies? Do you guys know that you're supposed to swirl clockwise there? Yep. And that's what the picture shows, right? Randy told you. She told you how to swirl clockwise. Are you her student?
No, they're my friends.
They're your friends. And the reason that we do that, look at that. There's no bump in the middle. Ah, I like that when you look surprised. No bump. Ah! Okay, so you can press for me. Okay, so that was fast. Wasn't that fast? Okay. Swirl clockwise. And the words say swirl clockwise. Good? Okay, so that was 1 unit. And that's for the center. Okay, this is really cool. Now we're going to go to the next section. It says make 6 2-patch with background. Okay, that says you just have to take 6 prints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stack them all up, make them different, and put 6 background right beside it. Okay? 6 background right beside it. We're going to get it all lined up, and you just flip. And one thing I found out, that it's very important to look at the pictures and to press like it says. Is that good? Look at the pictures. Sometimes I always think, okay, well, why didn't you look at the pictures? Okay, so then just go ahead and assembly line, and this is the easy part. 1, 2, and that's for making 2 blocks. So you have to get them one after the other. And the reason that I really like to put the light on this time, it's a little bit different, because go right over to the next page, page number 5, at the top illustration, and how does it show the seam pressed. Towards the background. Very, very important. What is pretty amazing with all of these little pieces in this is that they all lock together. Yay! Cheer! And so I try to put the piece that we're going to press toward on the top. Okay, you gonna press this one for me, Teresa? I did less than 6, but that's okay. Okay. Ta-da! Set the seam with the background on the top and then open and press. Okay, and the next piece that we need is the rectangles. Do you remember what die it is? What shape it is? The shape for rectangles is shape 8. And they're beautiful, aren't they? Okay, and this is where I made the mistake. I did not follow Teresa's directions. Okay, it shows the rectangles on the right and the little 2-patch on the left. And the way it's pressed, if you put dark at the top, and then if you flip this right sides together and you sew it with the rectangle on the top, the seam underneath goes down. No fighting seams. Is that good? You guys are awfully quiet today. Are you all sugared out from Halloween? Huh? You're concentrating? Oh my gosh. We took the kids to, I called it a spook house, but they never heard spook house. When we were growing up, it was a spook house. And so anyhow, somebody said, don't worry, it was in somebody's garage. Don't worry, it's not scary. Nobody touches you. Nobody grabs you. Okay, so Becca is just 6, and she was okay with that. It wasn't going to be scary. It's just people in masks. Well, the minute we walked into the spook house, somebody grabbed us. And we all screamed. And Becca started crying. And she wanted to run out. But anyhow, I really had a great time on Halloween. How many of you went out on Halloween? No? Some of you did? It was fun, huh? A lot of fun. Okay, now it says how many of these I'm supposed to make. I'm supposed to make 6, but I'm making a few less. Is that okay? That's okay, because you're getting it. All right, now you set the seam again with the background on the top. Open and press toward the background. Ta-da! And are you using my cutting gizmo? All right. So now we're going to make 8 geese. And this is different for all of the people with their Accuquilt cutter. Yeah, okay, we have, first of all, we have shape number 4, and this is the shape. But now we need little triangles, and show your shape, to put on the side. We need 2 for each one of these triangles, so she's going to cut that. Easy to do, so I'm just going to stack all of these right side up. Yay, cut it, cut it. Shape 4. Oops, I'm wearing my stickers. This will be good, huh? I always think I should put my name right there in case I forget it. Okay, so we used another shape. Okay, so now let's see what we're going to do.
That's all you need.
That's all that I need. I'm going to probably just do a couple, but see how it goes? It goes like this. And I'm going to put this dark color on here so you can really see it. Like that. That's the geese, right? Okay, so what's really fun is with the Accuquilt cutter, you have these notches right here. The little dog ears have been cut off. So you can do it either way. You can flip either way, but I usually work from left to right because that's how we read. So I'm just going to pick this up, flip it over to the left, and line it up right at the bottom, right here. Okay, let me get, Okay, I'm lined up at the bottom, and at the top, you just have this little notch that's still sticking out at the top, okay? Good. So I'm just going to line that up. And that's, I find right now that the sew straight is really useful because I'm just going to line it up on, make my points so they follow right along that center line. And it's really useful. Okay, so one side. And I'm only going to show you one because we have 8. Okay, cut it. So you can see at the top and at the bottom it comes right off at the point. Now I'm just going to put the dark on the top, press. You could even use an iron, but I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, so then we have the second one. Once again, just flip and line up the bottom. And at the top, you just line up the straight line at the top. You line it up straight at the top edge. I love our Quilt in a Day method, but I think that the Accuquilt method is a lot of fun and easier. What do you think? Yes. And then you can only make one at a time, too. So that's fun. Da, 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 da. So I just got back from market in Houston. I went in to work in the Benartex booth to introduce my new line. And it was a lot of fun. Oh, look at that. You're going to be really excited because I'm going to show you what it looks like. Yeah. Don't you want to see? Yeah. Look what I did. Cut! No, I think you're going to be really excited if I just show you that sometimes that happens. I'll go the other way. Let's see if I can do it the other side. You should now sew all of your seams twice. Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous. Anyhow, I did pick up a cold because I haven't been there for 2 years, and a lot of people were excited to see me, and I think some of them had a cold, but they hugged me anyways. And so now I'm not doing so good. There. Is that not perfect? Ah, ooh, doesn't that look good? Nice, very nice. And what were those shapes? 5 and 4. 4 and 5. Shape number 8 is the rectangle. Oh, you have to make 8 of them. That was the answer to your question. You have to make 8 of them. Okay, so now what you have to do with those 8, let's just turn the page. Beep. And now you have to sew 2 colors together. And I would like them to be different colors. How about we would sew red and we would sew turquoise. How about that? Does that look good? Like that? Okay, so you're just going to take these, sew them right sides together. How am I doing, Teresa? Good? Great. Thanks. Teresa's got them memorized. How many of these little table runners did you make? I asked you if you were going to sell them. What are we going to do with all of them?
Sure, you can sell them.
Okay, and so now you have to look. It just says to press the seam to one side, right? So it doesn't matter. You can do it up and down. You can turn it all different. And now you just take your geese and turn the seam so that it goes down. And you just take your geese and you flip it right on top of it. and it should line up. It should be the same size. No matter which cube you decide to use, just use the right shape. And you know what? Teresa and I don't do anything magical when we cut them a little oversized, the pieces oversized. All we do is add 1/4 of an inch all around. I'm going slow, slowly, slowly. Cool, I did it. I can show you this one. Let me see if it's perky or not. I said the word perky in the Benartech Salesman's show, and I embarrassed the president of Benartech. Okay, is that good? That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so now we're going to press toward the 2-patch. That's 2-patch, right? Open and press toward the 2-patch. All right. Stems, that's all we have left. Okay, first, oh, look what Teresa did. Good girl. We're going back to the stem. Don't you wish you had Teresa to assist you?
Definitely. Can we take you home, Teresa?
Okay. So I'm going to take a friction pen because I might not like this. We didn't put a pattern in because it's not that critical, but you should. Okay, this is one of these trick ones. They keep on, you know, there's 2 different pieces out, and one you lift this up and one you just take off the cap, like the old-fashioned way. Okay, look at your picture on page 6 and you'll see that the line I'm going to draw for the stem is about a 1/2 inch in from the corners, and it ends on the corners are a 1/2 inch away. Okay, so I'm just going to do it with my friction pen, starting about a 1/2 inch from the top, and just like zoom right down. I'm not zooming fast, but I'm trying, and end up another 1/2 inch from that corner. And actually, if we would have a piece of sandpaper under here, it would go a lot better. Can you see that? Sort of. Sort of. Okay, this is the friction pen. Now, I'm just going to take my 1 1/4 inch bias piece that we cut earlier, press it in half, wrong sides together, take the raw edge and put it against my drawing, and just sew a little 1/8 of an inch seam, just a little 1/8 inch, and take it slow. Okay, let me see. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to use just a narrow part. You can eyeball it. That'll work good, right? Nothing like eyeballing it. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of hold it down, kind of make that curve, 1/8 of an inch, going around, going around. You can put your tongue out if it'll help. This is better. Yes, much better. How's it coming on? How's it coming out? Good? Good. Woo! All right. That is pretty good. 1/16. But I got it, Teresa. Okay, so now you're just going to press over, and there's your little stem. And use lots of steam. She says, now how am I supposed to do this, Al? Do it good. Yep, do it good. You want the stiletto? Yes. And then steam it on the front side. Steam it on the back side. Lots of steam. All right. See, look, it's good. The only thing is it's kind of pale. We didn't think that all through, huh? It's just kind of pale, but it's okay, don't worry.
It's very soft, the whole line.
Yes, the line is very soft. And now I'm just cutting off the extra. And that's it. That's all the pieces. Now we're going to see if we can get something that looks right. That would be really good, wouldn't it? All right. So I've got all the parts here, so let's just start with the middle. How about that? We'll put one middle. Now I'm on sewing the block together. And I should have said I need to sew this. Do you want to sew this down while I That was clever, wasn't it? That was good. Okay, so first you start in the center, and then you get those little geese patches. Oh, we wouldn't want to put that there, right? We don't want to put it there. How about, is that good? No. Still not good? Okay, fine. Let me see. I have all of these patches. We don't have to do those at all. Let's just get one of these, something different. All right. Okay, get rid of that one. Is that okay? Perfect. You know what? When you're looking in the TV monitor, you see it a little better. Up, 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 up. See, the idea is to use lots of different fabrics. Otherwise, you won't go through this. Is that okay? It's going to have to be tough. It's tough. Turn it.
Turn the center.
We could get another center. I have lots of centers. Get another center. Okay. Okay. Ah, here they are. No red. How about this one? Is that better? Good. That red, you know what? Always the dominant ones. The dominant colors. You know that they really, I always like to do a little red, but you know, red can really just take it over. Yes, a little red goes a long way. And see this one too. That one goes a long way too. Well, you can always make more patches. I think that's what you need to do. You need to do more patches so that you can pull them around. Okay, so then now we need this one. This one with the rectangle and the 2.5-inch squares. Ooh. And if you're doing a leaf, now would be the time that your little leaf goes in. Huh? Ah. Or if you want to do the quilt, then you don't make any leaves, no leaves, but you make an extra one of this for your block. Too much, huh? Okay, we better find another one. Another one. Turquoise. It's going to be red. Now I have 2 red corners. Oh my gosh.
She wants them to put that one, but you can red.
That's not going to work. What? Fine.
That pink one. Oops.
But then there's too much pink. You know what I found out? That you sit and you struggle with it and then you just go, oh, what the hell, I can't do it. Then you sew it together and you never even notice it again. There. That's it. Is that good? That's good. Yeah, we're going to use the 2.5-inch strip cutter. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like it? Do you want me to sew it together? Or can you just see how to do it? You can see how to do it. You can see how to do it. Okay, so that's good. I like that. And everything's going to lock together. Is that good? That's very, very good. Okay, so now one thing we have to go on and do. Turn to page 8. And these are my triangles that we cut earlier. Remember, these were 2 10-inch background squares that I'm going to use the yellow polka dot that was in the layer cake. Right in the layer cake, it was good. And you can go ahead and cut these into in half. And did you already do it?
No.
Yep. Oh.
Want me to?
Nope, I can do it. I can do it. I can just use my rotary cutter. Okay, so look at the picture. You take your strip and you center it on your triangle. Flip it right sides together. And if you sew, this piece is actually on the bias. This is bias. So if you sew it on the bias next to your feed dogs, you're less likely to have stretch. Yay, we like that, huh?
Can you make sure you center it?
No, but I just eyeballed it, but I'll fold everything. She's so picky. She's really good, but she's so picky.
It's her pattern.
Yeah. You know, I think Teresa is the only one. Okay, there's my fold. And here I folded this and creased it. Here is my strip, and look at that. It's perfectly centered. So I think that Teresa is probably the only one that went to school in sewing, right? I think we all just learned how to sew from our mom, but she went to Palomar College, right? For tailoring. And that's why she knows everything. We all just wing it. And I'm the elementary person, so I just have to do it elementary. Okay, so get it sewn along there. And then, Teresa, I'm going to let you take this one. You set the seam with the strip on top. And I'm going to do another one. Look at me. I'm folding to make sure I center. Like that. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, she's pressing towards her strip. And then she's just going to trim the sides. You have to go over there, huh? What do you need? Rotary cutter?
No, so I guess I have to do it there for you.
Okay, that's good. Just go right underneath here, right underneath the camera. Just you can push all my extra pieces aside. I know I'll get it all done. Okay, so she's just
You can line it at your 45.
you can use the 45 on the ruler, or you can just line up the ruler with the edge of the triangle and just trim one side. Is that easy? Okay, yeah, wait. I wasn't going to let you do that. I wasn't going to let you do that. Okay, there's a 45 along here on the bottom edge, and the ruler is lined up with the side. All right. Good. Okay, so Teresa, so these are the sides. They're going to lay, okay, can you see at the illustration right at the bottom part? Ta-da! Good. So what do you think? I think this is a pretty color. Don't you think? This is just gonna, I'm looking, and it's gonna fit in, yeep,
There.
like this. Yeah, that's going to go in like this. Oh, when we don't have the leaf. But see how the leaf is turned on the ends on both of these? If you have the leaf, you're going to turn it in. But these are going to go on both sides. And then we have the center to talk about. The center is just an 8.5-inch square. Let me see if I can get that laid out right here in the middle. Okay, good. This would be our middle, right? That's our middle. And to make your middle, you just piece together all your 2.5-inch squares, all of your 2.5-inch squares. And that's right on page 8. You do 2 groups of 4, and then 2 groups of 2, 4, 6, 2 groups of 6. And that's going to fit right around the middle. But I wanted to show you, let's see, do you have, can we make some 2.5-inch strips and just show them how to turn that 2.5-inch strip cutter and subcut? Oh. You have some fabric? Sure. Okay. So that's coming your Christmas gift. Remember? Your Christmas gift. I'm going to slide this down here like this. Doesn't matter. It's a good thing we have lots of fabric here. Okay, this is going to go like this. Okay. And, oh, you're going to cut a whole big one?
What do you want it?
I don't think. Let's just take some little scraps.
One strip that I have here?
Yeah. And a couple more. Cut something else. Okay. We didn't rehearse this part. Oh, yeah, we have a layer cake. Oh, yeah, Teresa, we got a whole layer cake.
Use the layer cake.
Cut up the layer cake.
Okay, fine.
Absolutely.
Give me a few, and I'll set up the cutter right here.
Okay, look how pretty they all are. We need, let me see. So when I go through, I really like to have the darkest colors. That's pretty dark, right? Yeah, the darkest ones, medium or dark, like this yellow really shows up. That's really good. That's good. This gray is good, right? Oh, and let me see, look there's lots of gray. But anyhow, we can cut up to 6 layer cakes. 6 layer cakes. Yes, you're a genius. Thank you, Joanne.
No problem.
Okay.
I just got done doing this. With 144 of these little gems.
And it goes 144 2.5-inch squares. Okay. And now we need the 2.5-inch strip cutter. Included in your Christmas gift. Okay, so if you just look, there's a little extra. You could center it, and then you have lots of extra on the sides. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll just have extra on the sides. But if you want, you could really go so careful that you don't waste a little bit of fabric. But we're just going to put it all right side up, put this on top. Okay, so guess what, Teresa? If I were you, I would turn the machine around.
You want to do it, or I'm going to do it?
You're going to do it.
Oh, so leave it right there. I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, so you want to do it left-handed. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Because, I can do it. My left hand is working. Jeez, I'm so excited. You guys know I've switched to the Go Big just because I like to have nothing.
But this is really nice. It's one of the new ones.
Yeah.
It's not stressful.
Yeah.
at all.
I did it! 6 layers and I'm gimpy.
And then you're gonna turn it over.
I'm so excited.
Wait.
Okay, now we have to put pressure. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, now look, you got some really nice little strips here. We're going to just take these little guys off right on the side, okay? And we're going to pick these up and we're going to turn them this way, like this. Ah, it's called subcutting, and you could line these all up again. You could cut another whole stack of layer cakes right there. Ah,
That's it?
that's good.
You see it?
Okay, put it in there. See if I still have. I ate my Wheaties for breakfast. I'm so excited. Woo.
It's going soft. It's going good.
6 layers. Woo! And there's no way I could rotary cut all these little squares. Cool. Okay, and then pressure on the mat. Ooh. That was so cool. Look at all these. Let me think. 6 times 9 is 54 perfect little 2.5-inch squares. We did it. We did it. Yay! Thank you. And then you just sew these around the center, and you can see how to do the rest. I hope you can see how to do the rest. And then you have something beautiful like this.